Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, my friends. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS. This time featuring Mobile Suit Gundam Episode 30, A Decoy in Space. Nothing to it but to do it, my friends. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Mobile Suit Gundam or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like earlier in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for A Decoy in Space, the 30th episode of the one and only Mobile Suit Gundam. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go!
However, with the heroic efforts of Katz, Lex, and Kika, and with the Gundam standing its ground, Char had no choice but to retreat.
He didn't feel like dying.
I want the white base to leave here at 1900.
A full 2 hours ahead?
To draw everybody away.
I'm having the Tianum fleet fly directly to Luna 2 while the white base will take an opposite course.
Sir, the white base will go into satellite orbit at 1900 hours.
Ensign Mirai, take good care of yourself.
Thank you, Admiral. I'll do that, sir.
Everything will work out just fine. Once we bring down Solomon, Zeon will approach us with a peace treaty and the war will end.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You're engaged. Excuse my rudeness.
That's okay. The marriage was arranged by both our parents, Bright.
Where's your fiancé?
I heard that he escaped to Side 6 to try and avoid the war.
Bright is not happy about that revelatory bit of information.
Hey, kid, who's in charge of the white base troops around this place?
What's it to you?
Just tell me where he is.
Hey, Bright! Got a guest!
What is it?
Lieutenant Slugger Law. I've been transferred here.
Slugger?
Yes, here it is.
Talk about good luck, getting assigned to the same ship as you, huh, my little beauty?
Lieutenant.
How do you do, miss?
It's Sailor Mass.
Oh, looks to me like you're heartbroken over some other guy, Sailor Mass.
Oh boy.
He's a great big guy, just like Ryu used to be, remember? I wonder if he's as nice as Ryu, though. They say
No.
he's real stuck up.
Release the docking locks. White base, take off now.
Well, they did repair us, presumably. Hopefully we're totally resupplied now, so we can go out and be an effing decoy.
Airspace clear.
And I'm sure Slugger's a plant there for somebody. If that's his name. I think it said Slugger. I'm not really sure if that's true.
Wow, those birds! Woohoo!
Take a look over to port side if you have a minute. You'll see a flock of flamingos.
Hey, that'd be great on video.
Go ahead and tape it.
Ah. Even Bright's like, that's pretty cool.
Sir, it seems that they have departed from Jaburo in South America.
Okay, move it.
Sir!
I mean, it's going to do its job. Everybody wants white base. They want that head on their trophy wall. They want white base. They want to be the one that takes it down. I mean, how many people went out trying to take it out? Rumbaral, Garma, all these people have died trying to take this thing. That's weird. It's a multi-stage rocket.
I'm told that when it comes to high-speed combat, this Bigro mobile armor blows mobile suits right off the scale.
One weapon isn't enough to build a strategy around.
Right.
Bigaro?
Speed it up! We'll be taking off soon!
Assemble the pilots.
So those like black tri-stars?
The ship pursuing us looks like a Zanzibar-class warship, Mr. Bright. I estimate we'll be under direct attack in 20 minutes.
Roger, stay on this course and get set to accelerate at point E3.
Got it. What about Char? He'll come. Soon.
Sayla, what are you still doing here? How can you be sure that Char is coming?
Because I believe there's some fateful attraction between Char and White Base, don't you?
Are you scared?
Aren't we all?
Ooh, that's a cool exchange.
We have the Trojan horse's projected course. Sir, it looks like they're headed for the moon now.
What? For the moon?
Don't you see we've been tricked? The Trojan horse is just a decoy, and there's probably a different fleet that is taking off from Jaburo right about now.
He's too good. He is too good.
We are going to have to pull off a preemptive strike.
Yes, sir.
How many minutes before they attack?
I'll check.
That's awesome.
Amuro and Sayla, prepare to launch the G-Sky and G-Bull. Have the gun cannon ready on standby.
Oh boy.
Rick Doms, prepare to launch after the Big Row.
Rick Doms and Big Row launching now.
So, for the Rick Doms, I didn't want to take so many notes, but the Rick Doms are those, the black tri-stars.
If you're gonna take revenge on the Zabi family, I won't stand back and watch you waste your life. Launch! G-Bull, easy!
We were talking about former commanders, and I wonder what ever happened to Makuve. After he lost all that shit, we haven't heard from him since.
You've got to be careful now. If you go too fast, then gravity will force you into free fall. You're gonna have to maneuver as if you were ascending, Sayla.
Thanks, Amuro. I'll be careful. They're here.
I like those two working together quite a bit.
It's gone!
What? Is my Big Row too fast for you?
Oh.
But I think you've made a fatal mistake. My beam cannon. No, wait. Who's the enemy pilot? What if I'm shooting at my own brother?
Well, why is he doing this to you? I guess technically he doesn't know if she's in there either.
Where's Lieutenant Sliger located?
Yeah, what is it? Mr. Bright, I'm here below the bridge.
Slider? Slugger?
Would you take care of the main cannon, Lieutenant Sliger?
That just depends.
Sliger.
Turn the white base toward the enemy. We're in inertial flight now, so you should be able to.
But then we'd be headed right for them.
Then it's no deal. I wouldn't hit anything.
Oh, so if you don't do exactly what I want, I can't perform the job that everybody else does when they don't get their way? We're at the midway point. Sliger. I'm going with Sliger, everybody. Still wrong, Greg, says everyone. Man.
This isn't looking good.
We'll get him with the guns at the back. Come on, guys. Yeah!
Yeah, go get him.
Go get him, children.
The ship's crew is much better now. I wonder if they have a new captain. No, there's no way a civilian could enter the military and become a crew member of a warship like that one. The last time I saw her, she was wearing a Federation Forces uniform. And yet, she was intelligent and hated wars more than anyone. Artesia a space warship? Not a chance. All right. Halt your fire in 3 seconds. Hit your mark.
Oh, so he just assumes she's not there.
Sorry, that wasn't on purpose at all.
Uh-huh.
Lieutenant, let me remind you that you may be older than me, but I still have right of command on this ship. Got it?
Sure thing, no problem.
Thrust! It doesn't seem to rev up at all!
Okay, well that's great.
Firing rear missiles.
Things seem like the ordnance, I don't know if there's like certain weapons we can't use in Atmo, but things seem way more powerful up here. We gotta go Gundam, guys. I don't understand why we do this anyway without Gundam.
One of the 3 enemy units is some type of mobile armor, Mr. Bright. They better hurry with the gun cannon.
Kai, what's taking you so long?
Yeah, launch, dude.
Go back up Amuro and Sayla.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Well, don't act like you're early, dude.
Secure the gun tank to the takeoff exit. We'll try to use it as a gun turret. Got that?
Yeah.
Now how about taking your position at the main cannon?
Mirai, I'm leaving this ship in your hands. Stay on your toes.
Oh, he's not going to be at all irritating, is he? Good, good. I was worried for a minute that he'd be horrifically annoying.
Where could they be? I can't stay depressed about Miharu for the rest of my life.
I like that you're still mentioning her. Shows the power of this narrative.
He's got the upper hand.
This battle's hardly a challenge. It's just a matter of time. Ah!
Ah!
First, I guess I've got to slow that thing down. I'll give it a try.
You might want to stop Sayla before she hits free fall.
I've got to stop her from plummeting. Good.
That was smart. as she hurtles out into space.
What kind of person do you think might be piloting that enemy mobile armor, Amuro?
Why do you care?
Nothing, let's just drop it, okay?
Gotcha.
Adam is approaching us, so hurry!
It's not a bad question for Amuro because he knows almost immediately when it's Char. Doesn't matter the suit, he knows, he can tell. Nice. Y'all are in deep shit. Your only chance was Char being out there with you all. He's not. You're dead.
Prepare the main cannons. We'll attack them as we dodge their fire. Aim carefully.
Entering firing range in 30 seconds.
I think we're about to find out who has the longer firing range.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, who's got range?
Artesia, I only hope you're not on board.
Fire every 3 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Entering firing range in 20 seconds.
Char versus Bright. I like it.
I don't know how powerful the White Base's main cannon might turn out to be.
We'll shoot and find out.
Now!
They fired! Return fire!
Wait.
Ho!
Fire missiles consecutively. Good work, crew. Now fire!
Got everything chambered up. This is not gonna go well. Yep.
Now, head for the enemy on a collision course.
But, sir!
Quiet. This way they're actually a lot less likely to hit us.
Yes, sir.
Zanzibar isn't evading fire. They're on a collision course.
They're what? Mirai, about to starboard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take reactive action here.
He's the only one who would dare to head straight for us and fight as recklessly as this.
I like that Bright recognized it too.
Char's after us.
The enemy's starting to panic now. Artillery, take good aim.
He's too cool, everybody. He's too cool. Oh my god, this is like... We're watching that Horatio Hornblower series, and that broadside attack.
I'm not gonna run from you.
Ooh, that was cool. See ya.
Where'd the other Dom go?
Nice job, Sayla. It's fast.
Faster it is, the less accurate the shot.
I'll show you what a big row can do.
Oh my god. Get out of town, dude. Amuro.
Wait, if it is the Gundam, then I bet the pilot would have fainted from the sudden acceleration.
Not Amuro. Come on, kid. Maybe you are. Maybe he is passed out. There you are. Come.
I'm caught.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Woo! This kid, man.
Impossible.
Impossible?
Out.
See you later. This kid, man, lifted the legs up and shot. Oh, dude, what a move.
Where are the other mobile suits in Zanzibar?
Pushing off the arms. Oh, dude.
Captain Char, why don't you let me go after them, huh?
No rush. They're like a frightened little rabbit trapped in our own backyard.
Are they?
Sir.
Now let's get started on those repairs, Dimitri.
You're overconfident, bud.
Back there, you asked me who I thought was piloting the mobile armor.
It's just that the enemy was so aggressive.
Yeah, it's a weird question.
Huh? Great work, Lieutenant Sliger. You were the only one with a direct hit.
Really?
The enemy's gotten a lot faster. So, how'd it go?
It was scary the moment we passed the Zanzibar. It sure seemed like Char's tactics.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Nobody else could have pulled that off.
He's gonna put it all together.
You shot down a mobile suit all by yourself.
Oh, come on. I just barely...
Don't play it down. You're obviously a very beautiful, talented young lady. Hey, I'm gonna go take a shower.
You've only got 5 minutes. The Zeons will be back in no time at all.
Yes, sir.
You've got 5 minutes. Go.
They'll have to miss out.
Whatever.
Wow.
Come on, fellas. Let's rest up.
Let's hit the showers, everybody. You just met me. Really cool episode. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Mobile Suit Gundam, Episode 30, A Decoy in Space, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished episode 30 of Mobile Suit Gundam, part of our Saturday morning React-TOONS. Okay, this one was a great episode. They've really, I mean, the story that's being built here, we've talked about that quite a bit. So I just want to focus on, now that we're in space, some of the differences that we've seen here. They are, now let's just logistically, as we're looking at this, I love the way they began to incorporate things that we really didn't touch too much on when we were initially in space, and that's because they didn't know about these things. I look at it like this. Amuro seems to be a little bit more seasoned, like, look, be careful, don't get it, you'll go into free fall, watch out for the accelerator. He grabbed hold of that, what was that thing called, the Bigaro? He grabbed hold of that thing and then passed out because of the acceleration, I guess, in the opposite direction. And again, these are all things that he's not used to because he doesn't fought in space, consistently fought in space or been in there for a while. And I love them kind of incorporating those things too, especially the different tactic. And like I said during the reaction, it definitely seems like we have more, like, stronger ordnance whenever we're in space. I don't know if there are guns that we can't use when we are in Atmo, or there's weaponry that we can't use. I didn't think we used a lot of missiles when we were in Atmo either. But regardless, it seems like the damage that is being dealt is way more severe in space than it was down on planet. Really, really cool. Now, we're in the final 11 episodes. We'll be at episode 31. I think there's only 42 in total. So with these final episodes, I love the idea that we're going back as Char as the main antagonist. We've had some we talked about that too. We've had some great bad guys that we've been going up against, but Char's it. Char's the one that can match up with Amuro. Char's the one that can match up with Bright. And again, has a lot at stake between this now developing, finally, relationship between Char and Sayla, where we're starting to learn a little bit more. We learn that Char's on some type of revenge mission against what I think is Cassilia's family, right? Garma. We just mentioned that during reaction. My head's spinning trying to think of all these things. But, going back to Char as our main antagonist makes the most sense. It's almost like, we started here. He was kind of kicking our asses every time we met him. And now you can see we've been watching. We know that there has been growth with White Base and Amuro and everybody, but we don't really know to put it into practice based on something that we had experiences with Char before. It didn't go great. Now, whenever we do it, he even recognizes that they've gotten a lot better. This ship has gotten a lot better. The commander's gotten a lot better. And even speculating, did they put somebody else in? Nah, they never would have let a civilian in charge of that craft. It's got to be Bright. And I think that is a really, really cool thing, because it's really, it's that respect across the battlefield that we see. We see more from people like Char and Rumba Raw than we see from anybody else. Garma was the rich kid that had been given command and needed to prove himself. I love the character, and I think it was reflected and played very well. But it wasn't like he wasn't at that stage where he even felt the respect for the other side, so to speak. Not that he disrespected them or underestimated them. He was in that, like, I can do this. It doesn't really matter who's on the other side type of mentality. But people like Rumba Raw and Char, they get it. They understand that, you don't, depending upon the opponent's commander or the opponent's ace, that can dictate the course of a battle very easily. Rumba Raw figured that out pretty quick, the quickest of anybody, really, when he realized that Amuro was an ace and that this was more than meets the eye in taking on White Base. And to be very fair, Rumba Raw had the most success in taking on White Base. He was in that sumbitch, and if he hadn't been distracted by Sayla, he might have won. He might have taken it. And that just shows that his tactics were the best that we've seen so far. Now, with that being said, it looks definitely like Char is... initially, I would never have pictured or coined Char as being somebody that would go away from the battlefield. In fact, one time I said, the difference between Rumba Raw and Char is Rumba Raw knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him. He could see the battle in the early stages, and he would go, no, I'm going to save my guys and save my equipment and get out of here. This is going to turn real quick on us. And he did. He retreated a bunch, and again, not like initial retreat. He would see the course of the battle going on, and he would say, no, we got to go. We got to go. Char never did that. Char would let, like, everybody else get wiped out, and then he'd take off. initially, a couple episodes ago, we saw him call for a retreat while his guys were, still active. I don't think any of them made it out, but him, maybe one other. But there's been a growth there with him, and I think that's a growth born of respect for the enemy as well. I think he realized, okay, they've gotten better. He's, like we said, he's admitted that, and I think now he takes them more seriously, and thus he's upped he's reflected in his own game. Where he's like, okay, before I could just kind of strong arm them, or just absolutely like a blitz, get in there, and then they couldn't react. They were inexperienced. It's not that way anymore. I need to be smarter about this. I need to be more tactical about this. And he is, but at the same time, they're meeting him step for step here. I'm curious though. Char's not somebody, he has a plan within a plan, and I'm very curious to see how he intends to do this, especially when he ultimately finds out that his sister is over on that ship. And again, let's end with this. I would hate, this creative team has been fantastic. And so if they decide to do this, I will 1,000% give it a shot. But I'm not sure, as of right now, and the way that things have been described right now, I would hate to see Char become like defect. He would join Sayla over on our side for the Federation, and I don't want to see that. I think that he's embedded in the Zeon side for a purpose. But there's something about it. I don't think Sayla would join him either. She's kind of expressed that in her own internal monologue. But I don't know. There's something about the way that he's sort of maybe giving too much respect to the other side that I'm thinking that he might. Does the possibility exist that Char would say, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this done from this end. I might have to join the other side and maybe get it done that way in taking out the Zeon High Command. There's a world where that happens. And again, this creative team, if anyone's going to do it, this creative team's going to do it. But I will say this, as much as I would like to see, a final battle between Amuro and Char, there's a little bit that wants me to see them go into the field together. The final battle is them on the same side. There's a couple chill factors there. Maybe. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Gundam or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all of that is then and this is now, and now unfortunately it's time for us to say goodbye from this edition of Saturday Morning React-Toons featuring Mobile Suit Gundam's 30th episode, A Decoy in Space. But where should we say goodbye from? Because as always, we are the Greek chorus. We are the ones that hear the tale told by the original creatives, and they had a job too. They wanted to get that tale they're telling in as many ears as possible. Now that's our job. Our job is to go out, find people that haven't seen the show before, and tell them what they're missing. They should check it out. And we continue to expand the audience. It's a dutiful service, my friends, and it is one that we get rewarded for by being able to jump back into the episode at a scene of our choosing. We make ourselves a part of the narrative, so where should we go? Well, friends, here's where I'm going to put us, because I didn't mention him during the thoughts section, but Sliger, I believe, we're going with that. I thought it was Slugger at first. Sliger is on boat. He immediately rubs a lot of people the wrong way. So I'm going to say this. Our first encounter with him, my friends, how does that go? What do we say? Or do we just ignore this guy? And in that, if we do ignore him, does he have anything to offer? Is he maybe a spy? Is he on our side? Or is he some type of super fighter that we haven't seen yet? The kids speculated because he was big, he could be like Ryu. Maybe. Doesn't look that way. But in this show, I never take surface value for what could be underneath. We'll just have to wait and see. Friends, until such time as we find out and get another chance to watch another episode, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.